Chain stuck there. Is he gonna walk around? No, not the fastest, but she's got a pretty good arm. That's what puts her at shortstop. And that is a stolen base. Hello there. Welcome to the middle of the field. Very giant Vicky Kawaguchi, strike 2.
Could potentially hit a grand slam.
Easy bunt.
Bunt.
Oh!
Oh!
Yo, Cliff Floyd, let's go.
Without fail, tall kid grabs the crazy bunt.
Heck yeah, DP. I think is that the first time? I think that's the first time I've seen a DP off a crazy bunt. That's pretty cool.
Heater inside. No swing, called a ball, so it's a 2-2 now to Kawaguchi, and he fouls it back. Count still 2-2. Ground ball to first base. McGuire fields, steps on first. Side's retired.
He's ready now, and the delivery, the swing, and drove it.
What a shot!
Jorge with the bomb.
Better take a picture now, 'cause this ball is
3 more for the Hornets today.
It's just a game.
That'll show you all. That ball is out of here, and there is nothing left but a vapor.
I think this is a good time for.
I am used to winning, of course.
That was incredible.
Oh, well.
Each run and
First.
No, couldn't get
Oh dear.
Oh.
Marcellus.
And the
What a move!
goes for the
What?
diving catch.
What superhuman move? And the ball goes into right field. Dawson goes to second. Marcellus Marks on his way home. He's gonna easily score.
What a
It is
play.
2-1. What the heck happened there? There was so
Marcellus
much
just-
going on there.
I think Marcellus just invented a dance move.
I think
And,
Marcellus Marks just broke the laws of physics.
From the white.
With Perry Marks standing on first. Hawley sends a heater to the outside part of the plate, and Maynard pops one up. Trent Sizemore tries for the catch, but unfortunately can't make it. Hawley tries to throw from home to second base, and Trent is pretty unhappy with the fact that they didn't get the out there, and as a result, he kind of pushed down Hawley on the plate. Little bit of infighting among the Wombats. Clearly, frustration is setting in.
Chad Koppel with 5 strikeouts. Fly ball left field. Forget about this one. Killer bat. I'm doing fantastic. I got a little bit of a headache, but you know, it's nothing a little aspirin can't fix. But I'm very excited for this game because we got a couple of undefeated players in
That's
the.
right.
These guys are in the front yard league, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. They are both 2-0 coming into this game.
Both players have already gotten dubs against both myself and Ricky Ricardo for their first 2 games, and now they going head to head. They are at the They are at Playground Commons, excuse me. That is Vissery's home field.
That is
And
correct.
immediately we have some big names. Cheryl Reynolds, Speedster Kathy Wolf, Yvonne Carter for the Angels. But they also have Zenon Estrada and like Libby Futterman and Kurt Schilling for the other team. So, you know, it really is anyone's game.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how these teams match up because you have the Angels with a really balanced lineup, a good combination of power and speed, whereas the Bombers are true to their name. They're going all out on the offensive with a lot of power hitters and then a few role players to fill out the defense. And the first batter of the game, Davey Marion, hits a fly ball to deep right field, and that will be caught for the first out of the inning.
The coach calls timeout.
Well, I don't know if you guys can see it on our end, but the video is very... Looks like you know those United States maps that are based on like how high or like where the green grass is and like which part is like desert or stuff like that. There we go. That's what we like to see. But no, it looks like oh, there it goes again. See, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Like the green bits, that's where like, you know, oh, wait a minute. Are we about to have a home run in the middle of all this?
Deep left field. I can't tell where it's landing. It's down. Brenda's going to second.
Is she gonna make it?
She's gonna get in there with a double. I'm just going off of Sally's cues here.
I like this. This is a challenge. This is a challenge for us as commentators, but we accept the challenge.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Zenon Estrada is up. It is a hook down in the zone for strike one from pitcher Jody Palmer.
Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Another strike.
Nice pitch on the outside corner. Strike two.
You want to pitch very carefully around Zenon. He can absolutely rake if given the chance.
Left field. It is going to get down for a base hit. Throw over to third. And she is safe in with the slide. Beautiful slide to avoid the tag. So we have runners at the corners with one out, and Rafael Hendricks is up to the plate.
Here's the pitch. Swing. There he goes.
And the good old Nance Gambit not going to bite on it. And Zenon is going to get up to second. So now we have second and third with one out.
Rafi's got a bat. He doesn't have like many of the contact, and he definitely does not have the speed.
Ground ball. Brenda's making it towards home.
We got a bit of a pickle.
Rafael's out at first, and now Brenda's caught in a pickle between third and home. What's going to happen? Oh, got a little bit of a collision, but the ball's still in play. Let's see how long this is going to take.
Oh, boy.
How long before Brenda decides that she's just too tired?
That's what I was thinking. Stamina is... Oh, wait a minute. I think the ball got away.
Throw home.
She's
and
there.
She's in, and the ball goes out of play. Zen is going to move up to third. What a crazy play. They could not nail down Brenda in the pickle.
You definitely got with stuff... Yes, it is. It keeps on going in and out. That's a good hit by Futterman.
She can't get it.
And Zenon is going to make a break for home. And that is going to be an RBI single for Libby Futterman as the defense of the Angels is failing them in the top of the first.
That's the one big difference between this league and RBBL is that RBBL, a robot controls the defense when you're at bat, but now we got a hole. But now you're in control of the defense. Oh dear.
Samuel Middleton with a fly ball deep right field up against that chain link fence. It's going to hit off the top of the wall. And another pickle, but nope, she's going to get back into second. So a very long single for Samuel Middleton. And here comes Butch Sherrod.
They are playing super fast here.
Ground ball to the pitcher. That should end the inning.
Throws it over to first. He's out of there.
And it will.
2 left on. Kurt Schilling stares in at the catcher.
All right, now we've got Kurt Schilling on the mound for the Bombers. He's already been staked to a 2-0 lead. Schilling has pitched to the tune of a 1.09 ERA this season. That has been their strength so far, as they've scored only 3 runs in both of their wins, but that has been enough as Kurt Schilling has been electric on the mound, shutting out Ricky Ricardo's team and giving up 2 to your team, Alex.
This is correct. I don't remember if I got those... No, yeah, I did get those runs off of Kurt Schilling, but it was incredibly hard to hit against. He was able to strike out 5 of my guys.
And he's got 12 strikeouts on the season. And he gets one right here with the leadoff batter, which I can't tell who it is.
It's all good. What
I think
matters
it was Kathy Wolf. It was Kathy Wolf.
It had to be.
With that speed up top. Which, it's interesting about Kathy. She's batting under 200 so far. With that speed at the top of the lineup, you would hope she would get on base more and give the Angels more opportunity to score some runs. Here is Shell Reynolds, the Sammy Sosa clone, popping up to the left side, and that will be out number 2.
Yeah, going back to that thing about speed, you really gotta, like, normally in RBBL, like, all you have to do is make a ground ball and you'll basically make it to first, but, like, with this guy, again, with the whole, like, a user controlling the defense, you know, it puts a whole new perspective on having your fastest guys batting first, because it makes it a little bit harder.
Well, you can't even get on base if you don't make contact with the ball, as Kathy struck out.
Mm-hmm, true.
Is this... I can't tell if this is Kay or Yvonne. Long fly ball, deep left field. That is going to be gone for a solo home run. And the Angels fight back in the bottom of the first with a line drive to left, 343 feet off the bat.
Of course, a line drive is enough with that short left field here in Playground Commons.
That's right. That you want to try to hit towards that left side of the field, because that is not only is it a short fence in terms of its height, but it's also short in terms of its distance from home plate. Whereas right field, you got that super tall chain link fence deep in the outfield. And Artie, on the very next pitch, hits one to left. And it is going to get down for a single, we think.
Well, he didn't catch it, and it didn't go over the wall, and he's safe on first, so it's a single.
I don't know if there's any way for us to fix this view. We're just gonna have to go off of sound cues.
This is good. This is what the radio people did. They didn't watch the game, and they just heard the sounds of the audience.
And that is another home run. That is a 2-run shot, and we have a quick 3-2 game. Kurt Schilling has now given up more runs in one inning here against Vissery than his entire season so far.
This is going to be a very high-scoring game, I can already tell.
Which is interesting because the Bombers scored 3 in each of their first 2 games. They're not known for, well, at least not in their home field are they known for their offense. This is their first away game of the season.
Yeah, the Angels are the team that is going to be that has the potential to be doing the most on offense, because they scored 7 against my team in week 1. They only barely got past Ricky Ricardo 1-0, but they do have the opportunity to score more than 5 runs here. And I'm sure the Bombers do as well. They just haven't had a good chance to do it yet.
Yeah, it looks like Kurt is now focusing on pitching to the right side of the plate to force him to hit it the other way instead of hitting it over the left field fence, and he will get out of the inning, but not before the Angels strike back for 3 and take a 3-2 lead into the second.
Take their stretch, pitch on the way. Swing. A bouncing ball.
Ground ball to the left side of the mound. It gets past the third baseman, and that's going to be a base hit.
On a sharp single. Kurt Schilling to bat.
It should be Rosanna Phelps on first for the Bombers right now.
And here comes Kurt Schilling, and you see he's going to bring down the sacrifice bunt, and it's going to be foul.
With nobody out.
It's really all you can do with Kurt when you're batting with him, because it is very rare for him to get the ball out of the infield.
That is true, and you also have to make sure you have enough speed with the runner on first, which that is enough. Kurt does his job and advances the runner to second. Next up is Davey Marion. Marion, is the fastest player on this team, also one of the best power hitters on this team.
One out. Takes the stretch. She delivers.
It's interesting to see Davey. Oh no, Davey was the leadoff hitter. Never mind. I was like, wait, why didn't Davey hit yet? Because we couldn't see it.
Ground ball up the
Grounded to second, snagged by the second baseman.
Great shot to first. And throws it over to
Almost
third.
got the double play at third. But she makes it up to third. 2 outs now. Brenda Markart stepping up.
Yeah, 6 of Heinz's 9 players have a power of 80 or more, so it's really a matter of him getting a good shot at the ball. Uh-oh.
It dropped at first will not cost him though, as Brenda is slow off the jump to first and will get out to end the inning. So a shutdown inning from Jody Palmer after giving up 2 in the first. And the pressure's on Kurt to keep the deficit at 1.
He comes center. The delivery. That was ball 1. Nobody out. Here's the motion and delivers. Swing. Foul ball. 1-1. He's ready now. The 1-1 pitch.
That is a strike on the outside corner to Randy Uno. 1-1 count. You can see Kurt is now focusing on pitching the outside corner, trying to avoid giving up another home run to left field, forcing them to try to push the ball the other way. We'll see if he keeps up with this, but right now he is just peppering that outside corner. Randy Uno, fastball, strike 3 looking.
I got more pitches than I use card lever.
PJ Sharif comes to the plate.
Next up is the second baseman, PJ Sharif.
And delivered. Swing.
If PJ can get it out into the outfield, he could easily make it on base. He's got a 6 speed, which is... Did I say 6 speed? It's hard to... 6 speed. It sounds like 6 speed, but whatever. It wasn't enough for him to get a single.
It's a 6 out of 9.
Correct.
Which is above average, we'll say, but it's not the fastest.
It's very nice, you might say.
Very nice, very
Now
nice.
pitching
Whoop.
Brenda Markart.
Brenda Markart is going to get the benefit of a juice here, as she was completely drained.
The swing.
We'll throw 1 pitch, and Jody will pop it back up to the pitcher's mound
Jumps. She
and takes
got
it in for the out.
And that'll close up the
Markart is a good relief option for these Bombers. She does have 2 strikeouts on the season. She did have her chance to pitch against my team last week.
Yeah, and you can see why she wasn't able to beat out the plate at first, where she hit a ground ball where the first baseman dropped it, because she was absolutely gassed.
Takes the dive. Not gonna make it. Beautiful catch.
But a diving catch, apparently, for the first out of the inning.
Steps up to bat.
Again, I'm just listening to Sally's vocal cues here.
It's fantastic.
From the stretch and the pitch. Swing.
Raphael swings at the high strike.
You're on your way home from basketball practice and like the not basketball practice, football practice, and like the whatever your local baseball team is, they're currently playing on the radio and stuff. This is what we're trying to emulate right here.
Well, see, the thing is, the guys on the radio can actually see what's going on.
No, this is true. This is true.
Although, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks good right now. We can now fully
Fantastic.
see.
I can see Jody Palmer's fantastic slow ball.
And the count is 3-2.
And we have a full count on Raphael
Takes the
Hendricks.
stretch, the 3-2 pitch. A swing.
Ground ball
A
to the right
bouncing
side.
ball. Got it.
And we actually have a clear view of the play. An exciting ground ball out to first. Our first play we can fully see all game.
This is beautiful. This is a wonderful mess we have gotten ourselves into, but you know what?
Popped it
I
up.
guess I'm not doing
I'm having
so
fun.
good.
I'm having so much fun, yeah. What a freaking play! It was off the second baseman and onto the shortstop's glove. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I think she was just waiting there knowing that he was going to drop. It's like, all right, I'll let you get it, but I'm going to be right behind you.
She knew.
The coach
She
calls
knew.
timeout.
All right, we're going to get a switch back to Kurt Schilling as
Kurt
Brenda goes
Schilling
back into
standing
left
at the
field.
pitcher and is ready to pitch.
Definitely put Brenda on the mound for the benefit of the juice to get her stamina back where it needs to be.
Yeah, so make sure you pitch with her, otherwise it's illegal.
Throws it.
Ah,
You can't just like put someone. I'm pretty sure you can't just put someone on the pitcher's mound, give them juice, and put them back into the defense.
Swung on.
Which is probably why she has 4 batters faced coming into this game.
Target goes
Not
up.
used
Here's
very
the
much. Mostly it's just Kurt on the mound.
A swing, and another batter goes down.
Another
And
day,
a strike out for
another
Kathy
day.
Wolf. She is now... How many strikeouts is that for her on the season? That is her... She's doubled her strikeout total on the season. Now she's up to 4.
Reynolds.
And that's not good for your table setter. You need them to at least be making contact. Give yourself a chance to get on
Here's
base.
the pitch. That was a ball.
And
Kurt's
is
really, Kurt's really fooling them with those pitches that are just a little like high, but high enough that,
That's a foul.
but low enough that it looks like a strike. And he's really starting to fool Vissery with these pitches.
Stretch, the one
And he is continually peppering the outside corner, but that is a long fly ball deep right field. That's going to hit high off the chain link wall.
ball is
Samuel Middleton gets it in quickly and will hold Cheryl Reynolds to a single. One of the longest, loudest singles you will ever see. Kurt is continually pitching the outside corner to these hitters that have the strength to get it over the wall. Just trying to use that fence to his advantage. Because he's already given up those 2 home runs that have lost him the lead. And it's just trying
That's
to
the best
avoid
thing
doing
you
that again.
can do at this ballpark. Knowing how short left field is and how hard it is to hit a home run over the right field fence, that's really your best bet if you want to try and get the dub.
a bouncing ball.
Ground ball to Raphael. He's going to flip it to second for first. Davey to first. Almost a double play, but it's dropped by the first baseman, I believe. That's Libby Futterman over at first.
Artie Pimbleton.
I think it has. Yeah, it has to be.
Almost turned the double play,
The stretch, and
but it does bring up Artie Pimbleton with a chance to do some damage.
That's rare for Futterman, being the Piazza clone. Most of our guys play him at first base instead of catcher because it works better that way. But yeah, it's a rare drop from Futterman.
Yeah, in this league, you'll see Piazza and Futterman play first over catcher purely based on the... Oh my gosh, another drop by
Okay,
Futterman.
let's not talk about how Libby's a good defenseman because it probably might jinx something.
I mean, I was just going to say it's because of the weak arm that they're over at first because normally they can still catch.
That too.
But no, keyword normally.
Yeah. Like in real life, Mike Piazza can catch.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can still put him behind the plate. He's just not going to throw out many base stealers. Which I believe is kind of on pace with what he did in real life. He was more offensive catcher than
He was very much more of an offensive catcher, yeah.
Still peppering that outside corner. And you can see he set up his defense to prepare for it too. He has shifted his defense to the right to account for all of these pitches he's putting outside. A pop fly on the infield. And Libby drops it again. 3 straight errors for Libby at first base.
Let me look at Libby's stats real quick. She should not be this bad at defense.
No, she's got decent coordination.
Low ball 1.
That's
just
just
one of
bad
those games
RNG
that
right
has-
there.
Yeah. And Yvonne has a chance with the bases loaded. Kurt Schilling still pitching to force the ball to the right side of the field. And 3 straight balls for Kurt. He is going to have to put one over the plate here to avoid walking in a run. And that is not going to do it. Ball 4, 4 straight balls. And that walks in a run.
You gotta get Brenda back on the mound here. Like Kurt does not seem to be doing it here for the Bombers. Looks like that's exactly what Heinz is gonna do here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Making sure Kurt does not get a whole lot of action here. He's trying to see in what position would Kurt best be put. Definitely not behind the plate. Oh my goodness.
Getting very indecisive here.
I would put him at second if I were Heinz right now. I mean, he does have an arm, so... Heinz, who should be muted and deafened right now.
Now pitching, Brenda Marquardt.
All right, so Brenda is now back on the mound.
Stretch and deliver.
Still have the bases loaded here.
Strike one.
And Randy Uno is looking to add
From the
to
windup and
the
deliver.
damage caused this inning.
Another strike.
Outside corner, strike two.
2 out.
Continually pitching that outside corner.
And the pitch. Down she goes.
Strike three off the plate. She goes chasing, and Brenda shuts down the inning.
You can call Brenda Marquardt the janitor because she just cleaned up that mess for the Bombers here in the bottom of the third.
The Bombers trailing.
Now, they still pushed across a run on the bases loaded walk, so let's see if the Bombers can bounce back. Down by 2 with Samuel
From the
Middleton
windup
leading
and
off.
the delivery. A swing.
Samuel Middleton with his second straight long fly ball, but this one's not going to hit the fence this time. And it is grabbed by Pimbleton in right field for the first out.
Throw a flag on the field. Too many men on the field. There was definitely 2 people at first and 2 people at second. We love these glitches.
Slide. 1 out. Here's the motion and the delivery. A swing.
And Sherrod fouls it off. Jody Palmer is attacking Butch Sherrod in the zone, not afraid of that left field porch. Mixing pitches in and out. It's interesting to see 2 different strategies here with the pitching.
High ball 1.
Because Butch Sherrod is definitely a batter that can put it over the
He
fence.
is ready. The 1-2 pitch. Swing.
That is a pitch that can get it over the fence, but
1 and 2.
it's a little...
He can get it over the fence. He's not going to consistently do it.
Then
Yeah.
Ball 2. And the count is 2 and 2. From the windup, a 2-2 pitch.
2-2 pitch. And that is a pop fly into center field. Shortstop ranges back. And somehow caught it without moving the glove.
Rosanna Phelps steps up.
Rosanna Phelps, no more for her defense than for her bat, does have a single today.
Strike 1. 2 out. Into the windup and the delivery. A swing. Whoops.
Fouls it back. Two quick strikes on Rosanna. With 2 outs in the inning.
The offering. Swung on. Pop fly.
And bloops it to the left side. And that's going to be grabbed by the shortstop again.
Caught so aggressively.
It's going to
That
stay on the
poor-
ground.
That poor Kathy Wolf, I think that's out there. Or Uma Morris just fell over.
Steps up.
You think she was just trying to get out of the way as the shortstop called for it?
That's probably it.
Duck and cover.
Absolutely. You remember that freaking, that World War II black and white film that they showed you in middle school? Duck and cover?
Yeah, exactly. Get down.
The swing. Another strike. 0 and 2.
Hey, but at least on that play, they didn't run into each other, as what happens so often in backyard baseball.
Ball 1.
Especially when you're playing an RBBL.
Yes.
From the windup and the delivery.
So here's PJ Sharif with a 2-2 count.
Target goes up.
Brenda Marquardt not worrying about the outside zone because Sharif is not a home run hitter. But he is decently fast. Over to first. He's out. Barely gets him over at first.
You see, Brenda Marquardt wasn't quite on the base, but she was able to barely get there right before Sharif was able to step on first.
Focused on catching it before you touch the bag.
1 out. She is ready and delivered. Swing. Line drive.
And Jody Palmer line drive over to second. Gets past the second baseman. That will be, I believe that's Zenon. It's either Zenon or Raphael.
Okay.
It's probably Raphael.
I'm from Alaska.
It's Raphael.
Yeah, it gets past him into right field, and Jody Palmer gets a base hit, who is not known for her hitting abilities. But Kathy Wolf, who has struck out twice, is looking for some redemption here. Tries to lay down the bunt.
And it's foul.
And it's hard to find.
Oh no, Kurt's going into this Alaska thing.
Oh.
That is Kurt Schilling, who is he from Alaska originally or something?
I have no idea.
I don't know. All I know is that he's kind of not a good person. That's all I know.
No,
I also know I was a kid when he pitched that bloody sock game. Was it the ALCS or the World Series? I don't remember which one, but
I believe it was the ALCS versus the Yankees.
Yes, I remember thinking that was the most badass thing ever. And Brenda is still thinking, oh dear, we might actually
we have a little bit of a soft lock here.
This does happen quite often. Hold on. Yeah, he's going to try a swing to see if that's happening. We don't see a pitch clock.
Let's see if Vissery can call a timeout. This happened in my game yesterday. I was pitching and I had my opponent call timeout, and it fixed it.
It looks like because it had it. There we go. That's what we like to see. That's a good fix, a good quick fix, and the clock is back. We are ready to play some more baseball.
Yeah, little do you know that the pitch clock existed well before Major League implemented it, as it existed in backyard baseball all the way back in 2001.
Some might say
that's easy double play as Palmer slips trying to get back to first, and any threat is quickly extinguished.
The ever so quick Jody Palmer, not quite nimble on her feet.
I don't think she's used to getting on base enough. She didn't know what to do.
She was on my RBBL team, my Angels team, before you got the Angels. She was, I think she was my second baseman or shortstop. What do we have here? Do we have another disconnect?
Must be a disconnect, as that is definitely not the final score, and I was not paying attention to what inning we were in.
Yeah, it's a top fifth. Yeah, 4-2. So I think what they're going to do here, with what normally happens with disconnects, at least, is they have a whole thing where you have to basically set your lineup to where it was when the top of the inning you crashed at started, and basically just kind of go from there. It's just
and we
reset
know that
your lineup. Yep.
We know for the Angels that Kathy Wolf had just popped out into a double play, so they just start with their second batter in the lineup. I don't know where it looked. Oh yeah, the Bombers were leading off with Kurt with the bottom of the lineup. So,
Gotcha.
And he was grabbing some quick screenshots of the stats there.
Very important to get that. As we wait on this, with this little brief intermission, the delay of game, if you will, have I told you guys about the Backyard Sports Center Patreon? Because it's a pretty cool thing where you can help support the Backyard Sports Center Twitch channel. And you could, if you choose, you can either give $1 a month or you can give $5 a month. And if you give $5 a month, you could win a chance to get a monthly prize. We just gave away our Backyard Sports Center water bottle, the Question Monkey. And it's a random winner every single month. We have a new prize every single month. And if you want to see what our prize is going to be next month, just check out the Backyard Sports Center Patreon. We also have Backyard Sports Center podcast on our YouTube channel, and we also have the Backyard Sports Online Discord server. If you see this game and you're like, oh, I didn't know they could play online game, I want to play online game as well, just go to the Backyard Online Discord server, or you can go to backyardsports.online. That's the website, backyardsports.online.
Do we have any chat commands for that?
We should totally do that. That's the thing we should totally do.
We should totally do that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Positively. Heck yes.
There. QM just put it in.
QM
There's
is
the Discord,
the legend.
And Tara, thank you for putting in the link to the website. So we are just waiting on Vissery to set up his lineup appropriately for where we left off. And I believe you said top of the fifth, correct? So we'll play 2 innings here with Kurt Schilling leading off.
1.5 innings because the Angels are winning.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm saying 2 innings.
Right, yeah, still 2. 2 innings, of course. Yeah, sorry.
2 innings will be complete. I'm channeling my inner Dmitry Petrovich here.
Absolutely. I have calculated the number of innings, and you are, in fact, incorrect.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so Kurt Schilling leading off the top of the fifth, not the first.
Score 4-2.
Because Kurt is definitely not the player you want leading off. He is there purely for pitching and defense, not for anything else. Because that's about as far as he can hit it. That's going to be an easy play over to first. 1 out in the inning.
Comes to the plate.
But now I can't even talk about the history of what they've done in the game as I have no more stats.
She's ready.
But Davey Marion is up.
Swung on.
I'm sure Davey did something cool.
Excellent.
Well, probably didn't see it. Oh, gets
He
by the
just
left
did
fielder. Kathy Wolf is having some trouble today, but she still has that strong arm.
Chucks it over.
And
it's an
oh,
ace.
at first he does not get back in time.
Have slid.
Oh my goodness.
I was gonna say that was a really good opportunity there for Davey, but he didn't slide back into first base.
And the key there, any kids out there playing baseball in real life,
Lined back.
Kathy Wolf hit the cutoff man and was able to get that out as a result. Hit your
Guys.
cutoff man.
Please hit your cutoff man.
No,
If I could do anything, I could go back in time and tell my high school self, "Hey, hit your cutoff man. Stop throwing it all the way to the catcher."
Comes to the plate.
It's faster to go through the cutoff man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe if the throw had gone into second, that might not have gotten him out. Although Zenon puts a charge into one, deep right field, back against the wall.
She dives
It
forward
gets
and she
down, misjudges the fly ball,
picks it up straight to
but
second.
Zenon with a
Chucks
very
over.
long
Comes to
single,
that
and
ball.
Jody's not paying attention. Another fun online
Rafael
glitch there.
Hendricks steps up to bat.
So this is a key at bat right here. Hendricks with runners at the corners hits a line drive into left field. Kathy Wolf is over her head. It's going to get all the way to the wall.
Plays it off the wall.
Run will score. That is now a 4-3 game.
Third. Oh no, missed.
And drops it at third. Zenon's going to slide in
That makes
safely.
her first run of the day.
All right, so for those of you that are just joining us, this is a restart as we had a crash in the top of the fifth. It is now Angels 4, Bombers 3, and Futterman with a ground ball to the left side. Will that be enough to get... Oh, it's going to go just foul.
Barely went over the foul line there.
First and third, 2 out.
That was a
She is ready. Fire. A swing.
I was going to say, I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing for either team, because I don't know if they would have been able to get Futterman at first.
Swing.
But Futterman's also a good hitter. Deep center field, over the head of the center field, off the top of the head. That is going to tie the ball game at 4. A 2-out rally here by the Bombers has tied this game up in the 5th.
You cannot take Libby Futterman lightly like that. She will take you yard if given the advantage. And those are some easily to.
And Middleton with a long drive, deep right field. That's going to hit high off the wall.
Plays it off the
Artie
wall.
Pimbleton is going to run it in and keep Rafael Hendricks at third. Nope. Oh,
Fires
Rafael's going to
across
go.
first.
Baiting the throw.
Raphael's teasing Pimbleton out there.
Sherrod steps up to bat.
Butch Sherrod with a huge at-bat here. Bases loaded. Tie ball game in the 5th.
Swinging.
It's going to hit a ground ball to the pitcher. It's going to get past Jody. Second base picks it up over to second. And that is going to end the inning with the bases loaded. But the Bombers tack on 2 with 2 outs, I might add, and ties the ball game at 4.
Jody Palmer steps up. The coach calls timeout.
We've had some pretty exciting match of the week games recently. This was definitely one of them, for certain. Of course, we had the Freak Show Loba simul stream around a month ago. And a month before that, we had Crazy Eights and Personazzle with that absolute thriller of a RBBL game. And this is the first BBOL thriller of the year, which is of the season at least. With this being a tie game here in the 5th, with 2 undefeated teams. I know it's this early into the season, but I'm excited.
Yeah, with a 14-game season, any loss could be detrimental. Just one loss could take you from making the playoffs to missing out. We have another crash. I'm wondering though if this was intentional, because I do not believe that Vissery had the correct lineup here, because as you remember, Kathy Wolf popped out into the double play to end the last.
We have breaking news from the mouth of Heinz. Vissery has officially forfeited his game, and quote unquote he does not care, and he forfeits because he set up the batting lineup wrong. And he just cannot be bothered. So that is going to be a Blue Bombers victory by way of forfeit. Final score
Well, that's
4-4. Yeah.
Well, I mean with Vissery, that is not surprising because in our BBL he's kind of done the same thing where he's like, I'm just going to play through and I don't care. So, well, that's an abrupt end to the game. That was a
sad, abrupt end to the game, but
it 4 late. Like
big,
I wanted to see what was happening.
It was generally a really exciting game, but yeah, unfortunately, that is the way the cookie crumbles. But GG's to Heinz there for win number 3. Once again, Heinz, of course. Did Heinz play last year? I generally do not remember.
Considering this is my rookie year, I have no idea.
I'll ask him. Did you play last season? I also want to say yes, but I don't want to be
QM
wrong.
says in the chat that he did play last season.
Okay, cool. Yes. Heinz is a really good BBOL player. He was the number 1 seed in season 2. Oops.
Oh, he might have been in the junior league last year, which qualified him for the Humongous League this year.
No, he was like one of the best players in season 2.
Oh, okay.
Like there was no way he
So
was in the junior league
Humongous
last
League
year. Yeah. He's a Humongous
guess.
League. What do you mean? What did I do? Heinz is
made the
calling me
playoffs.
out, and I don't know what I did.
Apparently, you're disrespecting.
What did I do?
Yeah, so it is official. Vissery has waved the white flag and has forfeit because could not be bothered to set the lineup correct again. So there you have it. Heinz with the win by forfeit after a 5-inning 4-4 tie, or 4.5 inning 4-4 tie. Well, that's not the way you expected to end the game.
No, but if that's the way it's got to be, that's the way it's got to be. Well,
yep. Well, I guess that's gonna do it for us here tonight. For Andrew Pays, I'm here joined with Alex for one of the most interesting endings you'll see to a BBOL live game, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good night, everyone.
ta-ta.